So one of the things that I've really been thinking about this year to prepare me for next year is a smaller backyard mower. So I currently have a 48-inch Toro grandstand, which most of you know that if you've been following me for any time. If you haven't and this is your first time watching a video, thank you for clicking on the video. I appreciate you watching. Please go ahead and like the video if you enjoy the video at the end, and please subscribe, click the bell for future notifications. There's going to be all kinds of new videos coming up for different types of mowers, specifically Toro and some other brands, some different comparisons I'm going to be doing, and just sharing my journey along the way as I keep growing my lawn care business. But back to the smaller mower. While I'm growing my business the last couple of years, I've been accumulating more yards with smaller gates that I can just barely get my 48-inch grandstand through, or can't get it through at all. And I don't want to turn down perfectly good yards that are right in the same street, in the same neighborhood that I'm already in, just because I don't have the right equipment. So I've been wanting to get a smaller mower for a while. I've just been kind of holding off, and in the past just declining those yards. But again, because of growth, I want to take those yards on because it's additional profit and revenue and growing my business. So I've been looking at obviously 36-inch, but I feel like that's a little bit too small because my dilemma is I really want to be as productive as possible. So I want that to be like my second mower. So not just a backyard mower, but also a mower that we can divide a yard and do. Whether there's a small gate or not, we can use that other mower to get a lot done while the other mower is in the front or whatever. You know, a couple people can use two mowers at once, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So Wright has a 42-inch and a 36-inch. Toro has a 36-inch and a 40-inch, so those two combinations are definitely appealing. 36 is common. A lot of people have like a 52-inch and a 36-inch, so they can get all their backyards. But I just want to get something a little bit bigger than a 36-inch, but obviously not as big as the 48, which I already have. And thinking of employees, if I can barely get through some of these gates, I mean, a lot of gates I'm rubbing the sides, right? Rubbing the sides on each side of that gate, leaving paint and everything on there. I'm just messing around. That I can't expect, you know, employees right away to pick that up or ever. You know, it took me, I've been doing this for years with the same mower, getting in and out of those gates. So it'd be a lot easier to just get a smaller mower. In addition to the things I just mentioned, also it would be easier to train new employees. They can get in and out of the gates easily. You don't have to worry about them being super careful and banging into a gate and messing up the gate and or the mower. So here's the 42-inch Wright mower. So I've been using this for a little while. It's a standard eye, and it's nice. The biggest thing I like about it is the way this deck is shaped. You have this protruding part of the deck that comes out, and the wheels come out like this. So when you're going up to corners, you know that the wheel's back here. So when you go up to corners, you can really swing out and get in those corners and those edges and get a lot more, get underneath trees and bushes a lot easier. So especially in backyards where there's a lot of obstacles sometimes, this really has come in handy versus a deck that's all one size and there's really no overhang, or it's not curved and shaped like this for you to actually be able to swing out and get that. So that's something I like, and it's also 42-inch. So it's the biggest that I've found so far that's not a 48-inch. So this is pretty darn close. So you got a 48 and a 42 would be a good 1-2 combination. The disadvantages is it's a really small light mower, which you would think is good. Of course, it's going to have a lighter footprint on your yard. It's not going to tear up the turf or leave ruts or anything like that when it's wet and just in general as much. But because it's so light and the wheels are so small and everything, even with you standing on it, you really have no traction whatsoever. No hillside traction. Trying to like back up and do 3-point turns in some tight scenarios, the wheels just spin. Doesn't dig up the turf, they just spin. There's just no weight, no traction, not enough weight and traction on there on the turf to actually move it. And especially to try and keep it, to try and hold hills, it's almost impossible. So some backyards have hilly areas, so you just have to do the best you can and be careful. Just, you know, trim a lot of extra space or whatever. But that's some of my some of my pros and cons that I've gotten so far. But still, overall, a great mower, gets the job done, fits in all the gates, and it doesn't feel like you're skimping too much by getting a 36 and having an even smaller deck and having super small stripes back and forth. This is going to make up a little more time that way because there's less passes, obviously. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Some of your ideas, your thoughts, your experiences. Are you going through this? Have you gone through this? What mowers have you tried? What mowers do you want to try? What mowers do you own? I appreciate everything, all your feedback. Again, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Remember to keep trying new things and be a rookie for life. Peace.